Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a very mystical reading today. And so I'm pretty much labeling this one, it's like an angel reading, but we have different guides and, just different mystical creatures that, people like to resonate with when it comes to spirit guides and messages. So we're going to be tapping into angels, of course. We're also going to be tapping into mermaids, unicorns, and also fairies. So the only thing that we're kind of missing, I guess, is rainbows. But anyways, it doesn't necessarily indicate that this will all be sunshine and rainbows because we are using tarot. And with tarot cards, we have dark and light. And so there's nothing wrong with that. That's just life. So anyways, whatever comes through is what's going to come through. We're not even really going to ask a particular topic, to press spirit to give us anything specific. We're just going to see what spirit has to bring forth in regards to the messages. And so I have 4 different tarot decks, and I have a complementary oracle deck to go with it. I always like to pair an oracle. Oh, Sharky's moving the camera, sorry. An oracle deck with a tarot deck. It's just something I've always loved doing. So I am going to list everything that we're using in the description box below. So if you guys are interested, I'm using 8 decks total, and they're all available on Amazon. So let's get into this reading. We do have this beautiful Organite pyramid here. This is the guardian angel. And so I just thought that this was perfect because it encompasses all, just angelic beings. So, okay. All right. The very first thing that I want to tap into, let's go ahead and start with angel cards. So this right here is called the Teen Angel cards. I don't know why it's called teen, as in it's for teenagers. I don't see this deck at all this way. It's really cool. There's a lot of great subjects on it. So, and we're going to combine it here with the Angel Tarot. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle these tarot cards first. I'm going to lay them down. I'm not being guided to use reversals today, so we're just putting it out there. But let's go ahead and get some topics. So we're just going to get 3 cards from each deck. What does Spirit want to bring forth for those that are watching the video? So hopefully there will be a message that will resonate with some of you out there. All right. So I'll just kind of put this to the side. All right, so our first message, we have intuition. So this is intuition when it comes to obviously ourselves, Sometimes we have the ability to tap into situations. Well, it's not sometimes. We always have the option to tap into our gut, our higher self, that inner voice. And a lot of times we ignore it. We ignore it because we feel like we're wrong. We feel like maybe it's just our own feelings perhaps about a particular or like a particular person or situation. Sometimes we might even feel like we just have issues in that department, so we don't trust ourselves. And I'm actually speaking from personal experiences because sometimes I will question whether or not am I just being triggered because of my own bullshit, or am I actually intuitively picking up on something? And I'm going to tell you guys, 9 times out of 10, it's usually because I'm intuitively picking up on something. But the good old ego will step in and say, no, you've just been burned before. You're just paranoid. Nope. 9 times out of 10, I am right. And so I feel like that's the message for you guys, is to trust your intuition and your inner voice more. So when it comes to dealing with other people, especially, if you're feeling a certain way about someone right from the get-go, do yourself a favor and maybe not get involved. Wish I would have listened more when those types of things came up for me in the past. We have the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands is about choices, okay? It says progress, but hey, guess what? I feel like it's Spirit's way of saying, you know what? There really are no mistakes in life because there's always an opportunity to learn no matter what you do, no matter what you decide to basically carry on with. So again, in the end, was it a mistake? Nope, it was actually an opportunity to learn. Do I wish that maybe I would have taken the easy way around, I guess, the bend instead of the hard way? Yeah, sure. But there was a lesson there nonetheless. We have the 3 of Swords, I'm telling you. Again, the 2 of Wands is a card of needing to make some sort of a choice or decision. And guess what? The decision that we made led to some sort of heartache. It just did. It just did. But again, we learned through that heartache. We have Progress made through heartache. Do you see? So the words on these cards actually have a message for us as well. So I'm using that, in addition to the tarot card meaning. But yeah, that Three of Swords is like a heartache. It's a sadness. It can sometimes be a, slap in the face, stab in the back, a betrayal. Who felt them all? It could be third party, as in it's you and a group of people, or you and, another person. And it's just kind of like, you in your head, in your intuition, you knew better, but yet you moved forward. You progressed forward. That's what you decided to do. I feel like that's the message. You decided to progress forward. Your intuition, maybe you ignored it. Maybe your intuition told you to progress forward. Despite what's happened here, there was a lesson for you, something very valuable for you. Another notch on that belt of wisdom to say, you know what, next time I run across this, I won't be participating. I will not progress forward or progress forward. And when we, I love it. The Four of Cups means, I'm good. I'm okay. I don't need this. Look at this. Indifference. We're just different. We're not on the same page. That doesn't resonate with me, right? That just doesn't resonate with me. So I'm not going to go there. I'm not interested in what you're offering. Oh, what you're offering is bullshit? Yeah, no, I'm good. Been there, done that. I'm okay. So that's what I'm getting as the opening message. And I'm sorry I'm laughing, you guys, but it's just very humorous because sometimes that's how spirit works. Spirit works with, kind of showcasing us, like laughing at ourselves, learning to laugh at those mistakes, learn from it. And, you will, I guarantee you will have an opportunity to run across a similar situation again. But it will be up to you whether or not you want to partake in that. And you may not need to because you've already learned the lesson. That's the beauty of free will. So I love this opening message from Spirit. Beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into the next card here. It says, listen to your body. Okay, so not only did we just start off with listen to your intuition, but we need to listen to something about our actual body. Our bodies are trying to tell us something. So there's a message here. Let's get it. Okay, well, the Five of Pentacles is that card of feeling depleted, kind of feeling out of sorts, out in the cold, feeling like we don't belong. Okay, so there could be something going on where we're feeling just kind of out of sorts. We do need to listen to our body. So I feel like the message from Spirit is telling you if you're feeling some kind of uncomfortability or physical sensation in your body that doesn't feel good, you need to pay attention to that. It might be time to, make an appointment for an overall physical, maybe get outside, get some fresh air, maybe do some breathing techniques, something like that. Maybe take some multivitamins, just whatever just kind of getting back to yourself feels like. It might even also be that we're feeling really crappy because we've been cooped inside the house. So again, we need to get out, we need to exercise, we need to get some fresh air, we need to go for a walk, a hike, or something like that. And we have the Knight of Cups, spirituality. So this deck is a little bit different, okay? I wouldn't normally say that a Knight of Cups is spirituality. I just wouldn't. But again, like I said, we are going to pay attention to the words that are on these cards. We need to listen to our bodies, and then there's something about spirituality. So spirituality, or maybe perhaps some new age concepts, or what's the word I'm looking for? Holistic, or there's a particular word, homeopathic kind of things. In the spiritual community, maybe there's something in regards to that's going to help us with our physical bodies. So it might be time to kind of open yourself up to new concepts or maybe new age practices, something like that I am getting here. So it's about coming out of the closet and opening yourself up to some new healing. This could also be that there's spiritual energy. So it's like it could be an energy thing. So it might not be necessarily like just stepping out and getting some fresh air. It might really be about energy and needing to clear energy. So it's about tapping into your spiritual side in order to help yourself kind of get out of that energy. But we do have isolation. And so there's a feeling here of feeling isolated and alone. And what I'm getting here is that you're not alone. Your angels are showing up today and saying that, you need any kind of feelings that you're having, you do need to listen to this and kind of pull yourself out of isolation. Okay, so let's get the final message here to wrap it all up. Yeah, Ace of Wands, inspiration. Okay, so again, the Five of Pentacles to me is telling us that we are feeling shut out. We're feeling alone. We might even feel shunned. We might feel like there's just no one around to collaborate with, to have a friendship with, that we just feel alone. And Spirit is actually saying that's not the case. That's not true. Listen to your body. Your body, whatever it is that you're being drawn to do, is literally going to bring you new life. It might even bring you out of an energy of feeling alone, because whatever steps you take to better your health, I feel like is going to lead you perhaps to the right people, making new friends, gathering together with like-minded individuals. That's the message. So there's something about your physical body that's going to lead you to something that is going to be positive and uplifting, and it's going to give you that fresh new spark. I love that we have this fresh spark after all of this kind of dreary Five of Pentacles energy. You go from being alone to being inspired. You go from maybe feeling like shit to you're feeling like $1,000,000. And so this Knight of Cups, of course, could be a person coming in, because I do see the knights as people actually coming into your life. So I feel like that's kind of like maybe a spiritual person is showing up, a spiritual friend, a spiritual teacher, or a spiritual, like light worker, somebody that perhaps is going to help you when it comes to things that are going on with your physical body or your physical health. And so it's like you're blending spirituality and physical energy together, and you're doing something, and it's actually going to help to inspire you, and it's going to give you that spark. It's going to kind of hand you back that feeling of wanting to get out there and live again. So if some of you guys are feeling depressed, I'm getting here that someone is about ready to enter into your life that's really going to kind of re-spark and rekindle something for you. Now, it could be romantic, because the Knight of Cups to me is actually romantic. So it could be a Knight of Cups person. I see the Knight of Cups specifically as Pisces, but there are a lot of different readers out there that interpret the court cards differently. So we could just say it's any water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But there could be a message for Pisces specific, or a Pisces person maybe that you're connected to. But all I know is that we're going from crappy energy to amazing energy. So you need to listen to your body, listen to your intuition, and kind of let that be your guide as to what you're doing and where you're going. That's the message. So I don't know why that one was a little bit more difficult for me to grab, but there it is. And then we have gratitude. I love this. So gratitude, this is green to me. This is very healing. It's also about the heart chakra. So it's about maybe perhaps just thinking about all the things that you're grateful for. Six of Wands. Wow. Recognizing what you're grateful for, recognizing the victories and successes of your life, how far you've come. Even if you're not exactly where you want to be, this is about just really taking time to just be grateful for all the things that you, I guess, had to do to where you're at today, and all the people perhaps that aided you, even the negative situations. So it is about being grateful for even those, because the Six of Wands is about victory and success, recognizing that you have worked very hard to get to where you're at today. So this is beautiful. It's very healing energy. Love it. The Empress card. The Empress can be Taurus. It can also be Libra, because the Empress is ruled by the planet Venus. So we have this energy here. It says Angel of Abundance. So this is about being abundant, growing. The Empress is always growing. She's not stagnant. So no matter what happened, it doesn't matter. You have kind of come through with flying colors. You're growing, you're doing well. You might also be nurturing other people. So this is about good karma. So it's like what we're giving, we're getting back. Beautiful. And then this one, what's interesting, as I said, I wasn't going to do reversals. There I don't think there are any reversals in this deck, but this one is reversed. And so I am going to take it as a special sign. The reason why is because that Nine of Swords energy, when it's reversed, it's awesome. Because this just means that the stress of a situation, any kind of mental anguish that you've experienced is now falling away. We're letting it go. We're letting any kind of negative thoughts that we have about ourselves or others, or anything that's keeping us up at night or causing us stress, we're letting it go. And how are we doing this? We are transmuting this energy because we're instead being grateful. Instead of cursing the situation, we are being grateful for the hardships that we've had to undergo, or the people that have assisted us in fucking us over or breaking our hearts. They have all aided us on our journey, on our spiritual journey, to basically help us to grow. And so it's kind of like switching that mindset. Shifting that mindset shifts your vibration to a much higher, more healthy, healed level. That's what I'm seeing here. That's beautiful, beautiful messages so far. All right, you guys. So now let's go ahead and move on into the fairy cards. So this particular deck is called the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, and this is called the Wild Wisdom Fairy Oracle by Lucy Cavendish. Okay, let's go ahead and get our topics. Oops. All right, so we'll put these aside. Number one, we have crystal magic. Beautiful. Creation, dawn, the beginning. So a lot of you might be really drawn to, or you always have been really drawn to crystals, okay? There's something about the natural earth, though, connecting with Mother Earth, connecting perhaps with stones in particular, that's really going to help you to either create something or manifest something. Oh, love it. We have the Ace of Swords. So the fact that we have creation, dawn, and the beginning, aces are all about brand new beginning. It's an offer from the universe, okay? Giving you some sort of an idea, perhaps. I always see the Ace of Swords as an awakening or a clarity card or some sort of an awareness about a situation, kind of like that aha moment of, oh yeah, okay, that sounds like a good idea. So there's something about an idea, perhaps. We have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. Do you see this this little fairy here looking at these little flowers? They're sprouting up, you know, just kind of like almost looks a little bored or even impatient, kind of trying to figure something out. So there's a complexity, I feel, around perhaps something. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so this is really interesting, you guys. This is about a creative idea. This is about something that you want to manifest. The Page of Pentacles is earth energy. Earth energy is about the physical, tangible things, materialism, you know, our actual money, could even be our physical bodies. So that could kind of be connected to the message that just came through about the physical body. But I'm really getting more of a message of an idea, some sort of way to make a living. An idea that you're literally planting the seeds, and something might not be 100% taking off the way that you would have liked, or you've just put something in as far as an actual seed and it is starting to bear fruit, but maybe it's challenging. The Ace of Swords can sometimes indicate challenging beginnings. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. It's like there is a beginning. So it's about honoring this beginning and realizing that things do sometimes take time. Not always, but sometimes things take time. Sometimes it takes time for things to balance out. I'm also getting with the Two of Pentacles. Sometimes we're juggling way too many things. And so it might be Spirit's way of saying that there's a better way. Okay, Earth energy, Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So there could be a significance around those timings of those signs, or perhaps those signs. But it's definitely, for me, it's a great idea that you have. It really is. It's a good thing. But the thing is, it's like it takes time for this magic to finally start to show up. And the the Two of Pentacles, again, is like back and forth energy. We might be spread too thin. We might be trying to do too much. We might be trying to juggle our craft and our idea versus trying to do a normal job in order to pay the bills and survive. So there's still kind of like this period where it's not completely and fully the way that we would like it to be. But what I'm getting is keep practicing, keep learning, keep at it. Eventually, you're going to get to a place or a point where you're going to be able to do something full time, or something is going to balance out. But I'm just getting here, the message is that give it some time to grow. I hope that that makes sense for some of you out there. All right, let's get the next message. Yeah, see, look at this, you guys. We have the snail's pace. Something is taking a long time, and we might feel very impatient. Okay, whatever this is, we're feeling impatient. And it doesn't have to just be about finances and career and an idea. This could literally be about a relationship as well, but that was my first inclination to go there. Now that we're shifting gears, it could be that there's a message here for some of you where you're really wanting something specific. The 9 of Cups is our wish. I want this. Whatever this is, I want something to happen, and I want it to happen right now. But we have snail's pace. Slow down, take some time to ground, listen for the heartbeat of the earth, subtle energies. So again, there's something that is in divine timing. There's something that's going to just take time because we need things to develop and grow. And sometimes these things don't develop properly if we're trying to rush the process. We have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is all about slow energy and things that are just kind of on hold. So there is some kind of a wish or desire that some of you guys might have that Spirit is literally just telling you. You just got to slow down. You're trying to rush it. Don't rush it. It's kind of like biting off more than you can chew, or trying to make something happen that just isn't meant to happen right now, or it's just not developing at the rate that you would like it. But there's something to learn throughout this process, you guys. The Hanged Man can also represent Pisces because it's ruled by Neptune. So I feel like Pisces has come up 2 times in this reading. So it could be significant if you're a Pisces, or if you're dealing with a Pisces or some Pisces around you. Okay. We now have the Ace of Pentacles. So again, there is some kind of an energy that just came up. We have the Ace, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is very similar to me as the Ace. It just is. So I feel kind of like going back into the mode of something that you really want to happen in the financial or material world with an idea or a project. It's taking time, and you might have to sacrifice something in order for you to like get to some sort of level that you're looking for. Some of us don't want to make sacrifices, and sometimes you just have to. That's what the Hanged Man's all about. Sometimes we also need to see things from a different perspective. Maybe we're not taking into account all the things that go into something before we rush into our, whatever our dream is. But Ace of Pentacles is, again, it's a good idea. It's pretty solid, the seed, but it's going to take time. So if you guys are looking for instant gratification with something, Spirit's saying, this might not be the best thing for you to involve yourself in, or it might not be a good thing for you to try to jump into if you're impatient, because this is something that's going to take a while. It doesn't mean forever, and it doesn't mean it won't happen, but it is going to try your patience. I'll tell you that right now. So whether this is a relationship, if you're thinking about whether you should invest or, perhaps work on something or invest in something, or a project or an idea, some kind of aha, like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. It's a great idea. It is. But it's going to take time. Okay. Last message. And then we have Silver Sisters. It says, time to take protection from toxic thoughts and energy. Now, this is going to be a specific message for some of you out there that this resonates with. It may be that it's better for you to be solo. Fly solo. And we did get the energy early on. Okay. Some of you might feel left out in the cold, but I'm kind of getting here with this, is that it might be time for you to realize that certain things kind of fell away for a reason. So if you're finding that you're alone, you don't have to feel lonely in the state of solitude or isolation. It doesn't have to be a negative, because what I feel is Spirit is making way for the right people to come into your life now. So if some of you guys are feeling this way, where you're feeling really let down by people that you felt like you could trust, but obviously it just didn't turn out that way, or people that you thought that it was just going to go great with, but it just didn't, this is Spirit's way of saying that we're helping you to get rid of any energy that is no longer in vibration with you or serving you in a positive way. So you're actually being protected is what I'm seeing from Spirit, you guys. Yeah, see, Six of Wands. This is all connected. The Six of Wands already came up. Victory and success. So let's take a look at it. Victory and success. Six of Wands. You've grown. You've grown from all this stress and heartache. You have. You have grown. This isolation that you might find yourself in doesn't have to feel that way. Because guess what? You and this person, or you and maybe a group of people, you're not on the same page. So it's okay. You don't have to feel this. You don't have to feel this at all. You can feel Six of Wands, which is victory and success. You've grown. You no longer have to deal with that kind of energy. You can be alone. You can be empowered. You can be in a state of solitude, and you can move forward in a positive way. It might take a little bit longer, maybe to do something on your own, but that's okay. That is okay. As long as that feels good to you, I'm getting here that that's the right move for you to make. Some of us are afraid to go off on our own. Some of us are afraid that if we don't have a big group or a posse of people or that support, that somehow, we're just going to be alone, or somehow we're not going to be successful. And it's just bullshit. That's just a fear. Okay. So I get success and victory stepping away from toxic people, because there's toxic thoughts and toxic energy from other people that just are not serving you in a positive way. So it's time to cut away from that if you haven't already. It's time to celebrate it. This is about, you have really learned boundaries and you're discerning, using your intuition now moving forward. Like, yeah, no, I'm good. 4 Cups energy. Nah, I don't like what you're offering me. I don't need to take it. I'm not that desperate. Oh my God. 10 of Swords. Hell yeah. You're done. It's over. You're done. 10 of Swords is about being stabbed in the back. And I actually got this energy early on in this reading. If some of you guys have been stabbed in the back, hell no. No more. It's not happening anymore. You have learned your lesson. You don't have to carry on with toxic people and toxic situations. You've learned your lesson. Now, that doesn't mean you'll never, ever make a mistake again, because Spirit has a way of bringing, it's not Spirit actually, it's our own energy. Our own energy really kind of navigates the people that kind of show back up in our lives. Different people, but same kind of vibration. But again, you have the opportunity next time moving forward to tell these people to kick rocks, because you're over that kind of energy. You're done with it. 9 of Pentacles. I'm good all by myself. That's the 9 of Pentacles. This is the most independent energy to me in tarot. I feel so good on my own. I don't need any of this crap. I might have felt like I needed sisters before. I'm good. I'm better off on my own. So that's the energy that I'm getting, is that some people actually felt like they had sisters, that they had those best friends, just to find out that, you know what, words are words. People can say they're your sister all day long, but when it really boils down to is the actual actions that are taken and the energy that's being instilled in those connections. And if that's off, that's because it's not there. So I just feel like there's a solo energy that's coming through the reading that's telling you it's okay. People have fallen out of your life for a reason. It's time for you to celebrate, because you have learned this lesson. They were very necessary on your journey of growth. And now you can carry on in a successful and abundant way. Because remember, you're the 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the Empress in this reading. All amazing energies. You don't need it. All right, so let's move forward into the unicorns. This right here is called Oracle of the Unicorns. And I wanted to use this deck, even though there are angels and fairies in it, but this particular air suit and the Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine has Pegasus in it. So I just thought that that was appropriate, because I actually don't have a tarot deck that's solely dedicated to unicorns. I don't think I've seen one on the market that I like. And so I'm kind of waiting to find the perfect unicorn tarot. Oh, this one wants to, okay, so these two want to pop out, so we'll take them. And one last. There we go. Okay, so we have compassion. Okay, so it says be gentle with yourself. It says forgiveness will set you free. See the light in yourself and others, okay? So again, we got a lot of energy that came up. 3 of Swords, 4 Cups, 10 of Swords. You know, you're done with certain energy. We don't have to be mad at these people. We don't have to carry hate in our hearts. Again, we can have compassion that maybe they were just at the level where they were at the time, and they just didn't have the proper tools in order to deal with you in the proper way, and vice versa, okay? You may not have been perfect in those situations either. So again, forgive yourself, give yourself a break, you know, water under the bridge, move on, lesson learned, you'll be better in the future. That's kind of what I'm getting here. 9 of Fire. 9 of Fire is the 9 of Wands. It says don't give up. The 9 of Fire is a card of really being determined to hang in there. Our defenses are up. We've gone through a long battle. It's been a hard road. But again, we've learned a lot. So this is about real determination and perseverance, about hanging in there. So again, we don't have to be in an energy where we're defensive. We can be in an energy of just kind of looking at the situation, kind of like, you know what? Again, another notch for the belt. I'll learn next time to do things differently. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, you know, what's really interesting to me, we had a lot of cards here that were 9s and aces. 9, ace. So this 1 plus 9. A lot of ace, and then, yeah, see another ace here. So to me, there's an energy here of 10. We're at the end of a cycle. We're also in the 10th month, October. This is very significant is what I'm getting here. This is an opportunity for us to have a brand new beginning and a fresh new start. Now, the Ace of Cups to me is our own cup. What are we going to do with our own cup? How are we going to fill it up? What contents are in this cup? Because whatever contents are in that cup is what you're now going to share with the world. And you want to share that with somebody that's going to match your same vibration, bringing you that same cup that you're giving out. So it's an opportunity for you to refill your cup. So remember, this is an energy of ending something, the 10 of Swords. We're done with the situation. We're done with a certain lesson. Let's move forward in a positive, compassionate way. Let's forgive. Let's do that healing. Let's really focus on ourselves. Another number 9. A lot of 9s came through this reading to me, very solo energy. It's totally fine to spend some time alone. Again, sometimes people feel isolated. They feel like it's a bad thing, but maybe it is a time for us to really embrace this solo energy and just be okay with it for a little while. Yeah, Emperor. Wow. The Emperor is ruled by the sign of Aries. So this is an energy here of really just being the king of your own kingdom. Now, of course, this can have to do with a masculine person. So maybe you're masculine, or maybe this is a masculine person in your life. But I definitely feel that this is about stepping into our own power, really getting organized in our own lives, taking a leadership role, taking control of our own destiny, our own path, and really feeling empowered. That's really the energy that I'm getting, feeling really empowered with something. This is also about having compassion, perhaps, for somebody that might not love themselves enough, or not, you know, really at all at this time. And so it's very difficult for them to mirror that back to you. So again, if you're waiting for someone, or you're trying hard to understand where someone's coming from, you got to have a little bit more compassion for this person, because they're still learning the lessons when it comes to loving themselves. So again, it's that old saying, how can you truly love someone else when you don't love yourself? So if that's a message for some of you, it's about having a little bit more compassion and forgiving where people are at. It doesn't mean you have to take their shit. It just means that you see things from a different perspective. You don't have to see them as such a terrible, horrible person. You could just see that they're at their own level of understanding, and they're doing the best that they can with the tools that they have available right now. So there's that message. We have magic. It says, make a wish. Believe in miracles. Magic surrounds you. Wow. Okay, well, let's see what this has to do with. Okay, another Ace of Swords, you guys. We have a lot of aces coming through, endings and beginnings coming here. So there's some kind of a magical energy that is like extra magic around new beginnings, okay? Kind of like things that we never thought were possible are now coming true. Wow. And then now we have the Fool's energy. The Fool is this, let's go back to ground zero. Let's start from this, let's get on a new path. It says a leap of faith, follow your dreams, unexpected opportunities. Literally, when we let go of something, when we end cycles, new beginnings just basically billow in. And that's just what I'm getting here. What you've been dreaming about, it's almost like magic. Something comes forth. Something comes forth. Wow. And we have the Knight of Cups coming up again, you guys. So I get Pisces energy again, even though it can be any water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. But the Knight of Cups to me is an energy here of like a romantic, like we're dreaming. This could be a person that you're dreaming of, and it's if by magic that there's some kind of communication or a brand new beginning and a fresh new start with someone, or it could just be in your love life in general, meaning like this is just a person that shows up and it's like just at the right time. It's that vibration that's just like, whoa. It knocks your socks off. You have a total magical romance with someone, and it's just like, it's like a dream come true. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's like very like unicorn, right? But that's it. So it says, yeah, it does say a challenging beginning, meaning like it could be challenging, but it's what you've wished for. This has come up several times in the last few readings that I've done. Be careful what you wish for, because sometimes the energy that you're putting out has a way of, kind of coming in, even if it's not ready or even right for you. So be careful what you wish for, you guys, because I feel like there's some kind of magical energy that surrounds you. It's an extra potent time with your manifestations and the things that you're trying to draw to yourself, because I definitely feel like someone is coming in. And it's like a wish fulfilled. But there's a little bit of a challenge there. There's a little snag. And it might require you to take a leap of faith. And it might be really maybe difficult or challenging for some of you to take a leap of faith to trust someone again, especially if this is a person from the past. Or especially if this is somebody who's coming in very romantic and just like, wow. And it's just like, this is so fast. I don't know if I'm ready for this kind of energy. Wow. Okay. And now we have receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. Something's coming in, you guys. Okay, there's communication or movement or travel. 8 of Wands. It says events that are moving at a fast pace. So something literally comes in quick. A delay or something that you've been waiting for, it's coming in quick, and it says many things are starting to happen at once. So that could be the challenge there. That could be that, what you have been praying for, wishing for, trying to manifest, it suddenly shows up as if by magic, and it's just like, holy crap, I don't even know if I was ready for that. So again, be careful what you wish for. Are you really ready for this? Because it could challenge you in some sort of way. Okay, we do have the 9 of Air. So the 9 of Air actually came up earlier, but it came up reversed. So there was some kind of stressed energy. So this right here is saying that what we want to manifest, what we want to receive, are we open to receiving it? So that's also another take on this. It says be open to receiving. Now, when we're in the 9 of Swords energy, again, another number 9, when we're in that, we might be expecting the worst. So we got to clear this energy. Our fears, are we creating out of our fears, or are we creating out of our abundant energy? So we might have to kind of do a little bit of tweaking when it comes to our energy and what we're actually manifesting in something. Interesting, we have the Devil's card coming through. We have Capricorn. So somebody is perhaps feeling really stressed about a particular situation or person. The Devil can also be energy when it comes to being attached to something, not being able to let go. It could also be an obsession where we're obsessed with negative thinking. We're obsessed that we're never going to receive something. So I am getting this energy here for some that you guys are definitely creating and manifesting at an accelerated rate, but some of you're your own worst enemy, and you're actually preventing this good from coming to you. And if you are bringing it in, you're kind of bringing it in at a lower vibration. So again, be careful what you wish for. Is it out of ego? Is it, I want it right now, I need it right now? Let's go back to the beginning of this reading if you've been following this long. remember, there was all that slow energy. Something's going to take time. We have to invest. We can't rush it. So again, if some of you guys are trying to rush something to get immediate gratification, I'm getting the energy is to stop doing that, because there's something that might not be ready. Now, some of you, I feel like there's a message that's coming to you. It's just like, bam, all of a sudden what you wanted is here. You're ready. I'm getting, for some of you though, you might not be ready, or it might just not be the right time. So be careful that you're not coming from ego. Be careful that you're not an obsessive energy. Be careful that you're not an attached energy. And for some of you, it might be that you're still attached to something perhaps in your physical world, and you need to get rid of that energy in order to receive something new. You got to get rid of something old in order for something new to show up. So again, take it as it resonates. So those are the unicorn messages. And let's get into our last messages, which are going to be the mermaids. This is called the Mermaid Tarot and the Mermaid Oracle by Lucy Cavendish, or Oracle of the Mermaids, I should say. Whoa. All right, let's see what the first message is. Okay, so we have dreams, vivid dreaming, dream messages, dream teaching. So it could just be something that we're dreaming about, something that we are maybe thinking about, visualizing. We have the Three of Cups. And so the Three of Cups has to do with our community. It also has to do with celebrating a good time, other people. We have the 10 of Wands. So another number 10, you guys. This is about a burden. I feel like it's a burden when it comes to other people or social situations. And then I have the Two of Pentacles, which already came up in this reading. Being back and forth with something, a back and forth kind of energy. The Three of Cups can sometimes be an indication of reconciliation, as in we're coming together with someone, we're having a reunion. And we might be back and forth, or maybe something is back and forth, whether or not we want this or not. So again, I almost feel like it is a message that kind of coincides with the rest of these, which is basically stating that if you feel like, if you're back and forth with something where you're constantly dreaming about it, or it just seems like it's of like the dream world, and you're just kind of caught up in a dream, and it seems that it's kind of taking you away from your reality. If you feel burdened by this energy, what I'm getting here is to drop the energy. Okay, kind of get back into grounding your energy. Take a break from whatever this dream is, whatever this fantasy is that you're having. Again, it doesn't mean it's not real, but if it's burdening you, or it's causing you exhaustion, or it's causing you to feel like you're stuck between reality and a dream world, I am seeing here that it might be time for you to take a little bit of a break and drop the burden, for just step away from it for a little bit of time. Sometimes stepping away from something can really give you a chance to get grounded and just to kind of, gain your bearings again. And then you can approach this dream again from a different standpoint. That's the message I'm getting here. Okay. We have Coral's Wisdom. When I see this card, this means that this is something that's going to take time. So the main message in this reading, you guys, whether it is about your career or a relationship, there is something that's taking time. I'm going to read it. It says, it's fragile, delicate works that are created over a great period of time. I cannot make it up, because there it is. So that right there is saying that there's wisdom in something that's taking time. Again, immediate gratification coming from the energy of the ego. It's a burden coming from the energy of a fantasy, being obsessed about something. It's a burden. It's not going to get you what you actually desire. It might get you that instant gratification that you're looking for, but what I'm getting is that it might not be in the long-standing foundational energy that you're actually truly looking for. So be careful, again, what energy that you're manifesting out of, or what you wish for, because the universe is listening. The universe is responding to your energy, okay? So the universe will sometimes deliver things to you when they're not even ready. Hey, you asked for it. Here it is, but it's still not ready. either person or the situation. It's still not ready, but you wanted it. Here it is. That's what I'm getting. Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is a card of, again, kind of stepping away and traveling away out of rocky waters. So it's about getting out of storms, getting out of any kind of a stormy energy where your emotions are just all over the place, perhaps, or your thoughts are just basically really stormy. It's about stepping away from situations, taking a break. That's what I'm seeing here, traveling away from it. We have the Ace of Cups. Again, focusing on yourself. Ace of Cups, you. Just you, your own cup. What is that doing for you? How, are we sitting in our energy? Are we taking the time to love ourselves? Are we taking the time to heal that we need to heal? Or are we putting all of our energy into fantasizing and dreaming and wishing and praying, perhaps, for that Knight of Cups to come in and save us? I don't know if that's the case for everyone watching the video, but if it is, it doesn't mean that there won't be this fantasy or this dream come true with that particular person, because I do get a glimpse of that in this reading. But again, it's not instant gratification mode. It is something that's going to take some time. You're being asked to love yourself. You're being asked to work on you right now. So there's a reason that you had to go through certain things, certain pains, certain heartaches, certain stabs in the back, if that's what you guys have experienced, because it's been a part of your healing and your growth. Yeah, look, Death, Scorpio's energy. This right here to me is confirming that right now, because even though we're in Libra season in October, towards the third week of October, we go into Scorpio season. So to me, that's telling you that the time is now. The time is now to do this transformation, to let something go, to let it heal. The only way that something can transform is if we let it die, let it go. If it resurrects, it's meant for us. Maybe some of us are afraid to do that because we're afraid that maybe something isn't meant to be, or it's not for us. But either way, holding on to it is killing us. Holding on to it is just that burden of stress that you don't need. So I feel like this season is a perfect time for you to face your shadows, face your fears, and let spirit basically be your guide and to lead you to what needs to die. Whatever is meant to be transformed and rebirthed will, but it starts with your own cup first. That's what I'm seeing here. Wow. All right, you guys, last message. Oh my God. Oh my God. Homeland, coming back to home, coming back to home with yourself. Guess what? Look at what it says. Arrival, a journey ends. Establishment, building settled. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm getting here, a journey ends, but a new one begins. So it could be for some of you that you have found yourself on a particular path and you're realizing, hey, you know what? Maybe I had it wrong, or maybe it wasn't what I thought it was. But I feel like for some of you, you're coming back home to yourself. And so whatever you've discovered on your journey, whatever you've experienced has all led to this particular moment, which is you coming home to you and yourself. And so it hasn't been a waste of time. It hasn't been in vain. You're exactly where you need to be, at home with yourself. And that's what the answer is. It's to be established and firm. We have 44. So that 44, to me, fours are about our foundation and where we're feeling solid and planted. Okay. And then 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 means that whatever, it's about that infinity symbol. Again, whatever's meant to be is going to come back. So have faith in that. Have faith in it. 7 of Cups. So the 7 of Cups is a card of fantasy. So it's interesting how it's come up a few times here. 7 of Cups is being very confused, having a lot of different things that we want, okay? So we can see this mermaid, she's looking at all these cups and all these different things that are in these cups. What do I want? So there could be a little bit of an energy where we need to make some decisions and we might be feeling like we're a little overwhelmed and confused. But we have the Queen of Swords coming out with her badass self and saying, nope, I'm not going to be in that energy. That energy isn't really serving me any longer. longer. I'm going to be the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords doesn't have to be a cold, hard-ass bitch, but the thing is, the energy is that she takes that sword and she cuts away anything that is dragging her down, burdening her, any kind of wishy-washy energy, whether it's things that she's thinking or people that she's dealing with. She's taking that sword of truth and saying, you know what? It's time for me to get back down to business and take care of myself. It's a very strong, self-empowered energy. I love it. Last message. Oh my gosh, you guys, and we have the Ace of Swords. Look, that Ace of Swords is going to cut you out of anything that is holding you back. You hold the power. This is the second or third time, I think, that the Ace of Swords has come through. So I got to just be completely honest with you guys. Yes, I do feel like there is some sort of a dream, a wish fulfillment, a wish coming true kind of energy in this reading. But the main message is not about coming together with another person right now. It really is in your own energy, being empowered with your energy first, focusing on your own cup first. It's kind of like that connection or that wish fulfillment is going to come later. Now, again, for some of you, you might be ready right now, but for others, again, just be careful with what you're wishing for, because right now it seems that maybe there's an energy that's not quite settled just yet. Better to come home to yourself. Better to be at home on your own journey right now with yourself, rather than trying to come home perhaps with another person. So you have that Ace of Swords at your disposal. All you got to do is pick it up. And guess what? You have the power to pick it up because you got the Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is going to cut out all this fantasy, all this wishy-washy, wishful thinking, being in a dreamland, being stuck, if that's where some of you guys are at. And she's going to get a little more rational, a little bit more realistic, a little bit more grounded. And she's going to start taking care of herself. She's going to start taking care of business. She's going to start basically doing things that she needs to do in order to progress forward, move forward with her career, taking better care of herself, etc. So there's all this energy about self-care in this reading. So I hope that this message resonated for those of you that were looking for an empowering message. If you've been struggling, whether it's been with other people, friends, family, coworkers, your community, or a particular person that you have a lot of love and romantic feelings for. I'm getting that it can resonate for anybody out there. And if you guys aren't having issues with anybody, I feel like this is just a message overall of stepping into your own power and learning from the things that have shaped and molded you to who you are today. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.